Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 Houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery. I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setik. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is Why can't they just fill in like whatever name you entered for that text box?
I thank you for saving those students of the Officers Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
You're a physician.
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Why is this loading screen taking? Okay.
Of course.
All right. While exploring the monastery, Arstic has moved camp. Yada yada. Yeah. Okay. What's our first task?
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy.
Wait, am I taller than Rhea?
To start,
Oh my.
please speak with the three house.
I never realized.
You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it.
Maybe
Once
I'm
you have finished,
just used to playing female Byleth in the last playthrough, who's like hella short.
may I ask a favor of you?
Just speak with every student you can. This might be your only chance to see what they're really like before you become a professor. Okay. Yeah, quests. Yeah, look at that. A little bit taller. I'm used to playing short female Byleth. Hanneman's also a whole head taller than male Byleth. Well, I knew Hanneman was really tall there. A nice lyrical. That's probably got to be pretty tasty there.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
No, it's actually the third time.
I had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Whale.
Can't entrust students to someone.
Hanneman's like 6'4".
You saved the lives of
So a few inches taller than I am in real life, then
That, at least,
that's pretty
was
tall.
admirable. Now you
He's a
should
tall
make
guy.
rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Okay. Let's go greet everybody. Wait, I want to change the map size. How do I do that again? There we go. Just like that. Just like that there. Anyway, guess we're gonna go... Oh! Yeah, parts of the map unlock. That's strange. I forgot about that. Missing the most vital ingredient then. This is where part of the stage in Smash Bros takes place. Okay, yeah, I don't need the map that large. Just wanted it something like this, maybe. Hi.
So you've accepted a
Hello
teaching
there.
position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. And tacos, you say only 6'1", as if that's not tall there. Anyway, oh, do I actually have to go through them all here?
Me? What else?
Because we've done this a bunch of times.
Hubert.
What? Dang it. Dang it. The only ones we're gonna be focusing on this time is the golden deer, methinks.
He's
Because I think we've gone through everybody twice now. So, you know. Let's just focus on the golden deer and I'll discuss my stuff there. 6'1" is average for where you live. That's pretty tall there. Wait. Why is the quest thing not gone? Why is the quest thing not gone? Why does it still show the... Speak to the 3 house leaders. Is it marked? Have I now talked to her successfully?
Greetings. You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Nothing to report. I love how in the DLC side story, the gatekeeper there is just always like, I've got something to report. The gatekeeper in the main game is always like, greetings, professor, nothing to report. And the gatekeeper in the DLC side story is just like, every time, I've got something to report. I love that. It's such a such a joke around this game, and the devs know it. I love it. It's great. Anyway, there's Claude. I'll discuss my build plans for all of the golden deer when I talk to Claude there. Because I haven't actually looked at my Excel spreadsheet for a little while now. So it'll be a good refresher for me as well.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Byleth, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery.
And yeah, tacos. That's pretty tall there. Oh.
Different houses here. Did
No, I don't need to.
lions catch your attention?
I'll just say yes, and then I'll back out, and then... The marker still isn't gone. So, I mean... Let's see.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yes, actually.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Alright, so for Claude here, I'm just gonna have him in like his default class. I'm thinking about doing the kind of broken build of, you know, close counter advantage, wrath, defiant crit, and then just add on like bowfare, just that he's doing so much damage, and it's just, you know, unstoppable force. Blythed, not how you thought it was pronounced, but it's that kind of name, so you expect the pronunciation to be kind of like that. Understandable. Alright. Next on my list on my spreadsheet, I actually have Hilda.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Alright, so for Hilda here, I'm probably just gonna throw her in Dark Knight. Methinks here. Dark Knight, Great Knight, sorry, not Dark Knight. Great Knight, because she's good at lances and axes, and you get, you know, freaking lance fair and axe fair and Great Knight, so it only makes sense for her. Yeah, Claude is pretty sassy, isn't he? Alright, next up we have Lorenz.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Yeah, that could be another idea there, Tacos, making her a Wyvern Lord. Maybe I'll have a look at my, like, builds I have here and consider it if I don't have enough other flyers. Maybe something to consider there. We shall see. Alright, so Lorenz here is literally the definition of a Dark Knight having, you know, riding, reason, and lances there. So I'm thinking of just giving him, like, the basic OP build of Vantage, Wrath, Defiant, Crit, and then, like, Black Tome Fire and Black Magic range +1, because, hoo boy, damage. Next up is Raphael.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Actually, that's about it. Yeah, Lorenz, I haven't ever used him before, but considering his strengths and such, he's literally the definition of a Dark Knight. So Raphael here, I'm probably gonna make a War Master. I might throw him into the new DLC class of War Monk instead, but most likely he'd be better off in War Master considering his magic that he gets isn't exactly anything too crazy. But it's always nice to have more magic users around, so I'll consider throwing him in a War Monk. So, yeah, I'll probably just make him a tanky kind of unit there. Alright, next up is Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Let's see here. For Ignatz, I have him down as a trickster with his skills being all rally skills, considering he's one of the few units that gains access to 3 rally skills there. And Raphael is a knight/fortress knight to War Master in your run. He was the tankiest boy. Yeah, he very much seems like he's designed for that there. But yeah, Ignatz I want to throw in the new DLC class of trickster and give him a bunch of rally skills essentially. So he should be pretty nice like that. I look forward to trying him out like that. I've only ever thrown him in Mortal 7 before, I believe. Made Ignatz a bow knight, and he was pretty good, you guess. Yeah, his kind of default line is with bows and swords there. But at the end of the day, the things that he has some really good magic in his arsenal there, like Blizzard, Cutting Gale, Fimbulverter, or however the heck you pronounce that. And then for Faith Magic, he gets Heal, Nosferatu, Physic, and Ward. Physic is always really nice, and his strength growth rate is 35%, while his magic growth rate is 30%, so they're pretty close anyway, so he's a pretty good mixed kind of physical and magic user, which is why I want to throw him into Trickster there. And he has Sword Affinity anyway, and it could be nice for, you know, someone that can use a bunch of rallies like him.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Alright, so he says Lysithea. I know other characters say Lysithea. Or Lysithea, I don't know. Anyway, for her, I have a very, very interesting build in mind for her. I want to throw her into the new DLC class of Valkyrie, meaning she'll have 6 movement, I believe Valkyrie gets. So her movement's gonna be very, very nice. And the skills that I'm gonna give her there, yeah, makes sense there, Tacos. And yeah, so Lysithea here is good at both magics, but then has a budding talent for swords. What with Soul Blade or whatever the heck that you unlock when you get the budding talent that lets her apply her magical prowess into swords as well. And Valkyrie likes both magic and sword. Give her 2 freaky hero relics. Easy peasy. Anyway, speaking of that, I'm gonna have a very, very interesting build for her. So, I forget, does Valkyrie have, I'm pretty sure Valkyrie has an extra range in both magics anyway, right? Let me just double check my spreadsheet here. Yes, so Valkyrie gives you 1 extra magic range in both magics. So she'll have 6 movement, Canto, 3 range for most spells by default. But then for her skills, I'm going to give her Black Magic range +1. That'll bring her range up to 4, along with Dark Tome Fair, just so that she does more damage. So her range will be 4. Give her Thrisis, the staff, and that'll make her range 6 with Canto. She'll have 6 movement, 6 magic range, and Canto. So she can get in there, do some damage, and get out, because she's very much known as a glass cannon, so that'll help keep her safe. And as for the skills that I want to give her, the other 3 skills, sorry, since I already established Dark Magic range +1 and Dark Tome Fair, her other 3 skills that I want to give her are Fiendish Blow, Darting Blow, and Uncanny Blow, meaning if she initiates combat, she is going to have Magic +4, attack speed, no wait, is it +4 or +6? Attack speed +4, and Uncanny Blow is the new Valkyrie one. Honestly, I forget what it does. I've forgotten, I haven't done this in long enough. Hold on, let me search it up. Uncanny Blow, Fire Emblem. What does it do again? I've forgotten. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's the hit rate one. That's what it is. I knew it was like the new Valkyrie one there. Yeah, that's just the... Yeah, Dark Magic range +1 was already accounted for there. Yeah, so Uncanny Blow gives hit rate +30%. So, if Lysithea here initiates combat, so she's going to be getting Magic +4, Attack Speed +4, it might be +6, I don't remember, and a hit rate +30%, while having 6 movement, 6 range, and Canto, combined with Dark Tome Fair just for more damage. So, you know, I am literally, I cannot wait to implement this build. You have no idea. It is gonna be so busted. I can't wait. She's just gonna delete anything that moves. Fiendish Blow is +6, you think? It's probably +6 for both of them then. Maybe I'm getting confused with other Fire Emblem games. It's been a while since I've worked on these spreadsheets and since I've played this game. You might be right, it might be +6. For both of them, actually. For both magic and attack speed for Fiendish Blow and Darting Blow, respectively. Yeah, I think it's +6 there. But yeah, so Lysithea here is literally going to be the definition of a glass cannon, as she typically is in playthroughs, but even more so, pushing the glass cannonness to the limit. Like, I doubt, once I get a build like that going, that anything will be able to survive against her if she initiates combat against them, honestly. But yeah, my idea with her is that she'll just initiate combat and never... Oh, I'm dropping frames again, that sucks. Why am I dropping frames? Why is it being laggy? Okay, are the drop frames over now? Anyway, my idea with her is she's just gonna initiate combat, never be attacked, and this build will help her. Help her do exactly that. I can't wait.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Hello, Sate Jam. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking about my builds for these characters. How's it going today, though? Shot every time this man says initiates combat, huh? Anyway, for Marianne here, I think I might throw her into one of the DLC classes as well. I think that I'm probably going to try to make her a Dark Flyer, since, you know, she's good at lances and swords. I'm pretty sure she has a budding talent in lances. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, lance budding talent to get the Frozen Lance combat art according to my spreadsheet here. And Dark Flyers are good at magic, swords, and lances, so it's literally perfect for Marianne here. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to give her the same skills that I gave to Lysithea there of, like, Tome Fair, Black Magic range +1, Darting Blow, Fiendish Blow, Uncanny Blow, just because I don't really know what else to give her, so... She'll be pretty strong too when initiating combat like that, but maybe not as strong as Lysithea, but still very, very solid. Why do I keep dropping frames? But yeah, doing a mock right now, and it's going really slow, so you're just watching other streams. What's going on here? We are finally trying Maddening / Classic of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Ever played Three Houses, State Jam? Or or just seen stuff about before. This is the first time trying out the hardest difficulty, and I'm basically just talking about the builds that I've planned out for these characters on this Excel spreadsheet that I've made. I'm dropping frames again. Why am I dropping frames? Okay, are the drop frames over? Can the stream stop lagging? But yeah, Marianne made a Dark Knight and made her a healing / magic attack combo. Also, stream's lagging like hell for you. Yeah, I'm dropping frames for some reason. I don't know why. You don't have it? You ever seen stuff about it? Is a really cool strategy game where you can, you know, be a crazy mad lad like me that just figures out the most optimal builds for all these characters on X. Should I do like a full camera here? I'm pretty sure I have one that's only camera. This might be set to my other camera. Yeah, that's set to the other camera. Let's turn it off right now. Yeah, so this is how I play Fire Emblem. I don't know how most people play Fire Emblem, but this is how I play Fire Emblem because I am literally out of my mind. Come on, focus camera. There we go. This is how I play Fire Emblem. So, you know, I'm kind of out of my mind, I guess. I'm dropping frames again for some reason. I don't know why I'm dropping frames. Anyway. Why do I keep dropping frames? Oi. Do I have a display captured too? Why am I dropping frames? Why, oh why? Look at all these drop frames. It's lagging so much. Come on. Stop. I have turned down my bitrate so much. I turned it down to 3500 from 4000. Do I need to turn it down even further? What if I try 3000? That's pretty low. Now you have even less data to send, and you're still dropping frames. Fantastic. I am trying to play a video game here, OBS. Why do you hate me? Come on. Well, and then Anima comes out of nowhere and drops a sub in the middle of the drop frames. And St. Jam, get a feeling you play a lot of RPGs. Yeah, I do a bit here and there, but the one that I'm the biggest fan of is Fire Emblem. I'm a really big Fire Emblem fan. And Anima coming out of nowhere, subscribing with 22 months now. One nerd using charts to help him cheat. What a Harmonia thing to do. It's not cheating, it's just planning out my builds. But thanks so much for the 22 months of being subscribed, Anima. I appreciate it. And hope you're doing well today. That is a whole long time to be subbed.
What a nerd, using charts to help them cheat. What a Harmonia thing to do.
What a Harmonia thing to do. Yeah, I'm using charts to help me cheat. Are the drop frames over? Can I turn the output back up to like less terrible quality? It might be over now. Maybe? I don't know. How are you doing today, Anima? Anyway, we have one more build to cover, which is Leonie here.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come.
And I'm dropping frames again.
I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
And I'm dropping frames once again. Why is this happening? Does OBS not want me to stream today or something? But yeah, it's not your internet there, Anima. Don't worry. It looks like it's mine apparently. I don't know why this is happening there. Anyway, finally, so Leonie here is literally the definition of a bow knight, considering she's good at lances, bows, and riding there. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna give her the same build that I gave to Claude, which is just like the OP kind of bow thing, where it's close counter, vantage, wrath, defiant crit, bow fair as a bow knight. So Leonie as well, in addition to Claude, should be, you know, an unstoppable force similar to Claude. So she'll probably be one of the ones that I actually put right into danger along with Claude, and characters like Lysathea and Marianne will be the ones that get in, get an attack, and get out, is my plan there. Yeah, so that's my build plans for the Golden Deer there. I'll do some builds for the Ashen Wolves as well, now that they're unlocked as the DLC characters, so I'll probably just have them all in their default classes there. But yeah, Tacos, you might actually start using charts for your builds when you play RPGs. Would you like to have access to my spreadsheets here? I've been thinking about sharing them online at some point when they're more complete. Because not only do I have, like, my own builds there, like, if I switch back to the camera here, if I Yeah, if I switch there, not only do I have my own builds there, but underneath all of them, underneath the skills there, there's actually space to write in a second build if my camera focuses. So you can use the same format that I have and the same sheet that I have with all the information that I've gathered to plot out your own builds. So like all the empty space right now in between the skills and such is where there's space to write in 5 skills of your own and a class of your own and all that stuff. So essentially, I've got you covered, you know? And my camera's set to off here. But yeah, if at some point I do flush out this sheet more, like it's not fully complete at the moment because all I've taken the time to fully complete is the stuff for the golden deer, I guess. If I deck it out for the rest of the characters and then make it, I don't know, publicly available or something like that, maybe make a video on it and make it publicly available, I don't know. There is literally space to put in your own builds. Like, I was thinking about using that second space myself for, like, planning out builds for a challenge run. Like, I'm thinking about potentially, depending on how hard Maddening is, doing a Black Eagles Maddening Flaw training run as a challenge run to make an episode of challenge mode on one day. But yeah, like, it's not complete right now, but I can always just post it in my Discord server or something like that if you do want to have a look at my spreadsheet and, you know, potentially write your own stuff, because it's already formatted and so much stuff is gathered. So, you know, it makes it very easy to just be like, what to put where and yada yada, since it's already all formatted and stuff for you. Anyway, let's scroll up here, see what I missed there. Looks like we're not dropping frames anymore. And Sky, when you not only missed the notification, but quality options are not available yet again. Feels bad, Sky, but I hope things are doing well. Hope things are going well today otherwise. Finally, since you explained all your builds for Golden Deer, you made Leonie a Holy Knight as a joke because you wanted a masterclass and made her a Paladin, but Grey Knight lowered her stats too much. Incredible. That's a nice phone. Thanks, it's actually new. I actually only just recently replaced my phone because my battery was, you know, lasting about 45 minutes. So I had to haul a big battery around everywhere I went. A battery pack. It's actually charging on my desktop right now. But yeah, only time you used the charge was in Awakening. You hear that? Nintendo port it to Switch. That'd be interesting. Recently I had the options again. It was 1080p before that. I think it's a partnered thing, so you can always have options. Partnered thing? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about right now, Sky, but no, I don't believe that's the case. Whoops, dang it. I didn't mean to hit that there. Anyway, that's my... Okay, I did the thingamabob. Let's put my phone to the side. Anyway, that's my plans for these characters here. Would you like to hear my plans for the Ashen Wolves? Yeah, I guess I will return to Rhea. Yeah, sure, let's just do it.
Enjoying your time at the Academy thus far. I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Well, this time we're gonna go ahead and go after the Golden Deer.
So you have chosen the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
Yes.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all,